welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside April Jauregui, and Coach coming off a road swing at Florida, and that trip to Florida always tough. You face South Florida for the first time since we were in the league together a few years ago, then a familiar team from the last few years, UCF. Let's go back to the first match with South Florida.
Yeah, I mean, it's always tough to travel, and we were playing two of the better teams, the second and third place team in the conference. I thought we gave ourselves chances in both matches. We were down 2 sets. We come back in the third. We played hard. We got that set, despite the fact that our setter got racked in the face, had to come out of the match for a little bit, and we were able to put her back in. So, we showed some great heart fighting through adversity. Again, hats off. I mean, South Florida is a strong team, and in my opinion, has one of the best, if not the best, outside hitter in the conference. She just got third Player of the Week recognitions in a row. So, again, we played a good, solid team, but I think still for our team, they can see that we're right there.
Yeah.
The frustrating part is that we're in, a lot of games. We have the ability to play with everyone in the conference. It's just kind of getting over that hump.
Then you go to UCF and play them, and not being there, I'm not sure how it went as far as how the team rebounded, but it seemed like the team rebounded. I was looking at the scores while I was in Memphis. The first two sets were a little lopsided, but your team stormed back. They could have laid down in the third set, but it seemed like they battled back and made a match of it.
Yeah, and I told them that after the game. It's hard as a coach because honestly how they played in the third and fourth set is how we should have played from the beginning. Mm-hmm. So it's not to be patronizing and say, well, it's good you came back. Well, yes, it's good, but that's how we should have played from the start, and the result could have been different, or at least we knew we could have left it all out there. So we definitely came out flat. We're discussing that as coaches, is where kind of that disconnect was, because we felt ready, we felt prepared. Again, Central Florida, and Todd, they do a great job preparing against you. So they took away some things right from the beginning, and maybe it just took us a couple sets to settle in.
We'll talk about the home matches in just a second, but you and I were talking before we began the show. This is kind of a unique portion of the season for everyone in the American, because it's such a drawn-out season with no conference tournament. You still have 3 or 4 weeks to go in your regular season. So this is really kind of where the potential success for any team will be made. Can they keep the focus? Can they keep the energy going throughout a long season?
I mean, we're halfway through, and honestly, the difference between the second place team and the 10th place team is not that much. Mm-hmm. And again, for us, we've shown that we can compete with everyone in the conference, and we've beat the teams below us, and now it's about beating the teams ahead of us, which I feel like we can do. We just have to stay focused here on out and set our own goals going forward. There is no conference tournament. To be realistic, we're probably going to get one team into the NCAA tournament. I think we had a chance earlier on, but again, some teams dropped some games. And Louisville right now is undefeated in the conference. So for someone to take 2-3 games off of them, it might be tough at this point in the year. But, our girls, again, we're getting better in certain areas. And again, it's frustrating because it's not necessarily, resulting in the win column. But, we can see some of our young players just keep emerging. The kids are fighting. Statistically, we're getting better in certain areas. So it's just, again, keep putting the pieces together. There's no easy night in this conference, and that's what we preach to them all year. And we know that we have the ability to go on a run here at the end, and that's what definitely we're going to push to do. You
get some old rivals coming back to the Fieldhouse for the first time in a while. It started off with Cincinnati on Friday night.
Yeah, and they've had a tough year, but honestly, they're a good team, and we knew that from the first time. We went 5 with them. They've gone 5 with a lot of teams in our conference. They're just super young. They're starting 4 freshmen. So they won on Sunday, another 5-set match, and first win of the year. But the thing is, they're still good. You can't look at someone's record and take them for granted, that's for sure. Especially when we show on our side of the ball that we can be playing at a high level, or we can sit back and be flat. So we're looking forward to getting Cincinnati here in the Fieldhouse, and then of course Sunday Louisville. First place team in the conference. We want to have a good crowd out, and definitely give them a run for their money. That's for sure.
Should have good crowds for both matches since you're bringing those old rivals back.
I hope so, and we've had good crowds all season, so it's been great. Tiger Nation, has come out to support us. And I know there's a basketball scrimmage Saturday, and next weekend there's basketball, volleyball back to back. So there's a lot of great things happening at the Fieldhouse, so fans can come out and see a lot of good athletic events.
Coach, thanks a lot. Good luck this weekend.
Okay, thank you.
Head Coach April Jauregui. I'm Jeff Brightwell for the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.